What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another breakdown video. And in this one, I'm going to be going over a USD CHF buy that at the time of recording this, I am still currently in this position. I know a lot of my videos have been about trade that have fully played out, but I'd love to do a few more videos of showing you guys like a trades, like a mid trade, my ideology of what I think where it's going to go, what I've done modification wise to the trade, obviously how I entered the trade, how I found the trade, this, that and the other throughout. So I want to be trying to do a few more of these, and I'm sure you guys will find it insightful either way. So yeah, I'm looking at USD CHF. I'm currently in this, as I say, for buys. I'm completely risk-free on this trade now, so whatever this trade doesn't really bother me, because obviously I'm completely risk-free, so I cannot lose money on this trade, which is obviously an amazing feeling, right? And I know some of you guys are maybe brand new on here, you're like, how is that possible, sort of thing. So let's hop straight into this. As you can see, my ideology on USD CHF was buys here. So this is my actual setup. So as you can see, it's a 3.03 risk reward ratio trade. I'm looking to target these highs up here at the 0.81140 levels as a final TP, and the break below this level here as the SL. I'm quite annoyed actually, because I did have an early buy down here. If it was going to reach these levels down here, I was going to look to buy up to these levels. Then if I got the break of here, then take this buy. As you can see, I didn't quite get that point down here where I could get those early buys. Now, you're probably wondering why I was looking at for a buy area. If I zoom out, you guys will see that this is a pretty big rejection point in the market. As you can see, every time we hit this level, usually we tend to get some bullish movement. As you can see, hit this level, bullish movement, hit this level, bullish movement. So I was just looking to hope and see if we can get to this level. We didn't quite get to it. We got almost there, but not quite, which is annoying. And then obviously got the move up. But as I say, we're in this trade completely risk free, so this doesn't matter. So we are extremely low in USD CHF right now, extremely low. As you can see, we've just been consolidating around this area for a really long time, and at the time of recording this, we actually just got another 25 BPS rate cut from the obviously from the Fed, so USD, right? So I was banking on that because that's already been priced in. So then we can get some USD strength from the hawkish tone. Obviously staking from Powell that, they're not really looking to cut any more rates at this time. And that sort of thing, which usually shoots the dollar. And as you can see here, that worked in my favor really nicely. Now, technically wise, as you can see here, we have a really big area here at the 0.79858 areas. If I just grab my circle tool here, as you can see, we tend to get some really big rejections at these levels, as you can see here. And then when we get the breakout of this level, as you can see, we tend to at least come up to this level here, as you can see here, right? So that was my ideology. We've got the bearish move down. We've broken back in this trend line. We've come down. We haven't quite hit this level, but it's near enough this level here. We've come up. We have broken the EMAs, which is an extra confirmation. Now, the only thing that I was looking for now is the break and close above the 0.79858 levels, as I said. But we did get that break and close a little bit too high for me there. Didn't want to get in at these points up here because that's 13 pips from my entry, which of course I want the best entry possible. Luckily, we did get the retest, a really nice retest of this level here, of these order blocks of liquidity over here. But then we got the break and close above this level on the 4 hour. I was in on this break and close here, as you can see. And then we literally got in one candle that first TP, as you can see right on the wick there. I was out of this trade at 50 pips. I think I took a third off the table. So I took a third of this trade off the table at this level, and this is still running now completely risk-free. So I took a third profit off the table on this trade and put my stop loss to entry, which, as you can see, we haven't got anywhere near my entry point down here at this time. And as you can see, we are pushing higher. And actually on the hour time frame now, as you can see, we've actually broken that 0.80388 level. So we could see this then, hopefully, this is an ideal scenario, of course, maybe get the retest this level, and then obviously come up where I'm going to take a little bit more profit when we hit this trend line up here coming through. So that's an ideal scenario. But as I say, like, I'm running completely risk-free on this trade. So whether this trade wants to come back down to this level and take me out of break even, that's fine, because I've taken a third off the table. And I'm going to let this run to the final target up here of the 0.81140 areas. And if I zoom out, you guys will see why. As you can see, when this loads, we get a big rejection level off the top here, 0.81140 levels, as you can see. And even if I hop onto the daily, it might even be a big better level there, as you can see. Yeah, look. Big rejection points around this area, big rejections over here. So just looking to take this up to these highs over here, as you can see, which we could definitely reach. This looks really, really good, especially with the fundamentals on our side as well. And speaking of fundamentals, let's hop over to the Market AI terminal, where, as you can see, the technicals are played out perfectly. But what are the fundamentals saying? The fundamentals are the driving factors of the market. And obviously, thanks to Market AI, I can have everything in a click of a button, which is absolutely still mind-blowing for me to say. Like, I was scrambling Twitter, Bloomberg, and that sort of thing, before entering the trades, just to make sure no news had come out, nothing was going to negatively affect obviously the direction that I wanted my trade to go, and that sort of thing. But as you can see, Market AI just has it all in one place. I've got all my high impact news coming in by the second. I've got all of the fundamentals of the world compiled, showing me what's going on in the world and what's affecting my pair. But let's find USD CHF and see what this is saying. As you can see, this is loaded up already. So as you can see, it's supporting my intraday bias. As you can see, it's slightly bullish here. Now, we do have the higher time frame of bearish, which makes sense because we are super low in the market though, right? We haven't been this low in the market in I'm not even sure how long. Like, the lows here, I didn't even have marked up. So this is either all-time lows or we haven't been this low in super long throughout. But as you can see, Market AI is predicting a pullback level here of potentially where my entry point is, where we could potentially go up, or we have the bullish target there of 0.8110. Mine's 140 as my final target. As you can see, this is a bullish target. But even like, I could even click the brain here, and it's going to tell me what can push USD CHF up to these levels, which would be pretty insightful because this is going to be my final target, right? So as you can see here, we have the Swiss CPI expected to rise 0.3, supports CHF strength, USD CHF upside, manufacturing PMI, so all the macro events and scenarios that can come out, and what we need those results to come out as to push this pair up. Market AI is just absolutely fantastic. Just shows me exactly what I'm looking for, so I can prepare and obviously modify my trade if I need to, and that sort of thing. But as you can see here, we are pretty fundamentally bullish, right? As you can see here, 40% Fed rate cut and caution. Federal Reserve cut rates by 25 BPS, as I was saying, supporting that USD strength. As I said before, hawkish Fed officials, hawkish that they're not going to cut rates as aggressively, and it's just a little bit of the dovish stance as well. And then the US-China trade truce. So obviously, me recording this just last week, Trump and President Xi met up, and it was a successful trade talk. We still need a final statement on what all of that's going to be, but they had successful talks, which obviously supports the USD dollar strength. And of course, that's what we want. We want USD strength, right? Because we want our trade to come up to those 0.8140 levels. And as you can see, we're running completely risk-free on this trade. So again, we had all of our fundamentals on our side, thanks to a click of a button, thanks to the amazing Market AI platform. Honestly, if you guys are watching this and you're a trader and you don't have Market AI, you are seriously leaving so much potential on the table. One absolutely fantastic platform. And you guys can, just a little plug, you guys can use code Dan10 and get money off. So make sure that you use that. But fundamentals on point, technicals on point as well. And this is looking really nice fundamentally now to potentially hit our final target up here, which should obviously be absolutely fantastic. As I say, we do have this trend line coming through here. So I've got an alert on this trend line. So when we hit this trend line, I'll probably take a little bit more off the table. and then just let this run to final target. May even move the stop loss to TP1 to guarantee me TP1, and that sort of thing. But other than that, absolutely fantastic trade. Make sure you keep up to date on my Instagram to see the final result of this trade. Either way, it's going to be a winning trade because obviously I'm break even on this trade, and a third taken off the table, which is fantastic. If you guys are, sick of going around in circles, you can't quite find a strategy that suits you and your lifestyle, click somewhere around this video, and I'm going to go through exactly my strategy and how we can adapt that around your personal lifestyle, whatever that is. Create a custom game plan specifically for you, because I'm literally on the charts an hour a day, guys. It takes me 1 hour to mark up, and I can find high probability setups like this day in and day out. So if you are struggling, don't hesitate to reach out to me over on Instagram. Click around somewhere in the description. That's going to give you all the info that you need, so we can get this lifelong money-making skill underneath your belt, so you can find high probability opportunities like this near enough on a daily basis, right? But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys in the next breakdown video. Make sure you look out Instagram for the final result of this trade. Hope you guys found it insightful, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.